Hi, it's John Owens here from Ozzybrew, and I've not been around for a while. I just thought I'd do a quick video of me brewing up a Woodforde's Admiral Reserve. Not done this one before. It's more for you new brewers out there who watch videos. This video will just show you opening the kit and setting it up, brewing it up, and leaving it to ferment. And later on, after about a month, I'll do a taste test. So it's all for beginners really, but my regular clients are more than welcome to watch me make a right tit of myself. Ta-ra! Here we go. We've got the standard fermentation bucket. I've put virtually 3.5 gallons of sterilising solution into the bucket, sterilising all the bits and bobs that go with it. Obviously the airlock and everything. Also, this bucket, very handy, it comes with a spigot on it. So especially with the kits, when you come to bottle, the kits normally flocculate brilliantly. Flocculate, for those that don't know, and I certainly didn't when I first started, flocculate means the yeast beds down after, when it's fermenting, the yeast dies and goes to the bottom of the FV, the fermentation vessel, and you can actually bottle straight from the FV using a bottling wand. I'll show you the bottling wand actually, just bear with me. Very organised, me. Into the garage of doom. Where are we? Bottling wand. There we go. Bottling wand. Absolute fantastic bit of kit. This. What you do is, obviously sterilise when you come to bottling. On the old FV, it's got a little pressure valve there. You turn it down, and when you bottle each bottle of beer, you get that. You can fill each bottle, and when it's coming up to the top, you just move the bottle down, it turns off the beer flow. Really great, especially for kit brewing. It's a great bit of kit. So sterilise all your stuff before you start your brew. Okay, so in the Woodforde's Admiral's Reserve Real Ale Kit, which is brewed to brew 32 pints of real ale at 5.5%. There's the Ozzmeister there. He's always, when I start talking, he's always coming in. Here we are. Say hello to your fans, Ozzy. There he is, the Ozzmeister from Ozzybrew. Good lad. Yeah, so the Woodforde's Admiral's Reserve. In the box. Now for new brewers out there, these are great kits. They're at Wilco's. I got this one for £20. In the kit we've got Golding hot powder. Didn't expect that. I've done the Woodforde's Wherry before, and you don't get additions. So we've got Golding's hot powder. We've got the little instruction booklet. We've got the sachet of yeast, which I'm going to be using on this occasion. I've had mixed results changing yeasts, so I'm just going to use what Woodforde's have given me there. And you've got 2 cans of the malt extract. Excuse me. Now these kits are premium kits. For £20 you're getting 3 kilograms of extract in the kits. Now what I've done, I've just off the boil some very hot water, and I'm pouring it in around the cans to soften the extract, so when we come to open the cans they will pour quite nicely into the FV, and then what we'll do is use more just off the boiling water, rinse the cans round, and they'll go in the FV. Once we've fermented the beer, I'm going to be bottling this, not kegging it, so I'm going to put between 1/4 and 1/2 teaspoon of cane sugar in each bottle. Now I believe cane sugar is better than the other sugars available. It leaves it's a neutral taste, so it shouldn't affect the flavour of the beer. Now we've got the everything is sterilised, including the fermentation lid, the paddle, the little knoblet that goes into the FV, and the whatchamacallit, the airlock. On the front of the FV is a thermometer strip which you can get cheaply from a homebrew shop, online, or from local stores that do them. You need one of those so you can keep an eye on the temperatures of your beer when you're fermenting it. It's a must-have. Water's been softened. I'm going to pour each of the cans of wort into the FV. As you can see, it's still quite thick and syrupy. That's because it's been concentrated at the point of origin. They've done all the hard work for us. Nice and thick. Remember, everything's got to be sterilised, even the tin opener that you're using to open. So now we've got the hot water that's just off the boil, and I'm going to fill the tin about 5/6, get the sterilised paddle, give that a little bit of a stir, a good stir to get that extra thick syrup off the sides, off the walls of the can. You want to get every bit of goodness. Now the paddle can go into the FV because everything's sterilised. Now, I've been caught out in the past. This tin, for you beginners out there, is very, very hot indeed. So you need a tea towel to get hold of that tin, because it's blooming hot. And in we go. As you can see, that tin is now clear apart from the top. We'll give it a good stir. Sorry about the camera. Frosting up, or steaming up. We'll give that a good stir, then we'll do exactly the same with tin number 2. What we do is we give everything a great stir. That is 2 cans of extract from the Woodforde's Reserve kit. It's 2 cans of just off the boiling water. You need to give it a real good stir. Don't forget, if you've got one of these FVs that's got the taps on, to put your little red knoblet there, because that helps stop the yeast sediment going into your bottles when you come to bottling. Very important. So as you can see, we're getting a nice stir on there now. It's looking good, and I can tell that's mixing up well, because the paddle isn't finding it as hard to go through the syrup as it was before. Now, another useful tip, just use one of the cans that you had your extract in, because obviously that's all sterilised, contents in there. Basically let your water go very cold, and then what we're going to do now is fill the tins up. I'm going to be pouring at a height to oxygenate the wort. We start pouring in cold tap water into the FV. Yeah, very simple. I've not done this kit before, but I've done 2 or 3 other Woodforde's kits, and they all turn out good. And as you can see, we're starting to get the cold break already. That's for you newbies out there, of which I'm still very much a newbie. But I'm a kit man, not like you all grainers. I'm very impressed by you lads. I'm a bit scared about doing all grain myself. And what you do is you fill that up until the requisite mark, which in this case is 32 pints. Check your temperatures every now and again, because what you want to do is you want to get up to the temperature that's called for in this kit. And according to the instructions here, I'll just turn the tap off because you can't hear me. I do apologise. Yeah, so you fill it up to 32 pints. Now in this kit, we want to get this between 65 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 18 to 20 degrees centigrade. Now as you can see at the moment on here, it's up to 28-30. So we're going to carry on topping up with cold water. If it gets a bit cool, you can add a little bit more just off the boiling water until you get that right temperature, until the next step. Now I've topped that up to 18 litres, which is, good heavens, where are we? 32 pints, 18 litres, 32 pints. Now I've noticed that we're down to 24. It's just outside the guidelines, which is 18 to 20. It doesn't bother, it doesn't bother me too much that, because when you add the yeast, it's going to activate more quickly, and I won't put a heat belt on, and I'll let that do the job. It'll be absolutely fine. As you can see, the cold break has created a really nice head on the beer, and of course what you do is you give it a real good stir for as long as you feel able to get that extract mixed in with the water you've added, and to also add oxygen. Oxygen being the main thing for the yeast, obviously, to eat. So we're giving it a right good stir. Okay. Go on, let's give it another stir, why not? There we go. We're going to add the kit yeast. Just sprinkle it on the top, no worries. Try and not hit the sides, don't matter. All the yeast's in. And now we add this Golding's hop powder. Now I've done kits in the past where I've added this stuff. I'm not going to add it all. And the reason is, I've done St. Peter's kits which ended up a bit too bitter. So I'm going to add a fair majority of it, but I'm going to leave a tad, purely for my personal preference, in the packet. So there we go. And then we give it a really good stir. No reason why you shouldn't just stir it, get the yeast wet, get that hop extract moving around. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. As long as you can just shake off the residue in there, pop that in there, move that, get the sanitised lid, pop that on the top, give it a bosh down. I'll add the airlock in a minute, and basically that's the brew done. And I'm going to sit there. The instructions suggest leaving it for 4 to 6 days. I'm going to leave it for at least 10, 11 before taking a final gravity reading, and we'll see how we get on. And after that, if I think it's right and it's finished fermenting, and you always take a couple of readings over a couple of days, if it's settled and stable, you're ready for bottling. Cheers guys, hope you found it enjoyable. Bye bye.